Hi, my name is Matt Pieron. I'm the Mule Deer Initiative Coordinator with the Idaho Department of Fish and Game. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you about our mule deer management plan, which we're currently in the process of updating. Our species management plans provide the framework for which we manage populations, the habitats that those populations depend on, and also how we provide opportunity to our hunters. Public input is an important part of the development of species management plans. And we get that input in two ways. One way is by the conversations that we have every day with our hunters in the office or on the phones. The other way is through formalized hunter surveys. And we conducted a mule deer hunter survey in 2007 and again in 2017. And that input provides insight on the types of opportunities that our hunters desire. One thing that has been consistent over time is that our hunters have indicated that they really value annual opportunity. They desire to be able to get out and hunt mule deer every single year. However, at the same time, many of our hunters have expressed concern about the number of other hunters that they see on the hill where they are out hunting. So hunter congestion is a concern that's been brought to our attention by many of our hunters. Hunter congestion is an important part of this plan. What we've tried to do is lay out a set of potential strategies for addressing hunter congestion. It's important to understand that these are not the end-all be-all. We're not suggesting that we will implement these strategies, but rather they're a starting point for a conversation between our hunters and the department and our commission to try to decide if any of these strategies and which ones would be most appropriate for addressing hunter congestion. It's also important to point out that the vast majority of our mule deer hunters really value the opportunity to hunt every year. At the same time, many of those folks are telling us that congestion is an issue. So that can present somewhat of an issue because any efforts to reduce hunter congestion more than likely will require some reduction in opportunity. After this plan is formalized, we plan to continue to engage with our public and have conversations between the department, our hunters, and the commission to determine which one of these strategies would be most appropriate for dealing with hunter congestion and which ones would be most desirable to our hunters. Another key part of the management plan lays out our population monitoring and management efforts. The department has put a lot of time and energy into collaring deer and collecting population data since our last mule deer management plan. We've learned a lot since then, especially about the distribution and movements of our mule deer populations across the state. This new information has led to the development of new and improved population monitoring areas. You'll see those areas referred to as data analysis units or DAUs in the plan. Towards the end of the document, each DAU has its own section where we lay out management directions and strategies related to population monitoring, habitat management, and hunting frameworks. There's lots of other great information in the plan we'd encourage you to take a look at. For example, there's a section on habitat management and conservation as related to mule deer. We review some of the innovative mule deer research that the department has and continues to conduct. We also review some of the efforts that the department has made to increase hunter access to both private and public lands. The last thing I want to touch on is how you can participate in this process. We need your input. This, after all, is your mule deer plan. And there's two ways that you can engage. And one way is that you can log on to our website and review the plans online. There's a spot there for you to input your comments. The second way would be to attend some of the regional open houses that we're having at a variety of locations across the state. At all of those meetings, we'll have regional staff there that can answer any of your questions, and they will also be collecting any input that you may have as related to the plan.